In this video, I will show you how voting shall work for Germans from abroad and why it actually did not work for me. Welcome to this video. Today's topic is the recent federal election in Germany. I would like to explain how voting is supposed to work while living abroad. From my experience, there appears to be a huge gap between the right to vote remotely as per law and the actual situation preventing expats from casting their vote.
Welcome to this video. Today's topic is the recent federal election in Germany. I would like to explain how voting is supposed to work while living abroad. From my experience, there appears to be a huge gap between the right to vote remotely as per law and the actual situation preventing expats from casting their vote. What's the legal situation? Article 38, paragraph 1, sentence 1 of the Basic Law of the Federal Republic of Germany states, generality of choice means that every citizen has the right to vote. Article 38, paragraph 3, Basic Law states, Germans living abroad are entitled to vote after living in Germany for at least 3 months without interruption after completion of the 14th year of age, and if since the departure no more than 25 years have passed. Other foreign Germans may only vote if they have personally and directly familiarized with the political conditions in the Federal Republic of Germany for other reasons and are affected by them. For the election, all citizens entitled to vote receive a voter notification by post, in which the place of their polling station and the date of the election are mentioned. Short introduction of postal voting. In Germany, the postal ballot was introduced to the 1957 federal election to ensure the general unity of the election. This is one of the 5 principles of suffrage in German democracy and means that every person entitled to vote should have the opportunity to vote as simple as possible. In particular, old, sick and disabled people wanted to make it easier to participate in the voting. How is the legal regulation? In Germany, the postal ballot is governed by the Federal Electoral Act and the Federal Electoral Regulations, or the Land Electoral Acts and the Land Electoral Regulations, for the election of representations at state and municipal level. How is it implemented? The postal ballot documents are filled in and presented by filling in or sending the election notification card request. In many municipalities, the application of polling documents and postal ballot documents can also be applied via the internet, via the website of the respective municipality, or by scanning a QR code attached to the voter's notification via smartphone. The issue of postal ballot documents is bound to the issue of a polling card. The issued polling cards are noted in the voters' register. This prevents voters from voting both by postal ballot and in the polling station, which would contradict the principle of one voting only in the same election. The election documents will be sent to the voters registered in election lists after printing is completed about 4 weeks before the election. The election documents include a voting paper, the red envelope with address, a cover without address, color is depending on the type of election, the ballot, and instructions. For the postal vote, the ballot paper is filled in, inserted in the non-red envelope, and sealed. Then the polling card is filled out, put in the red envelope with the aforementioned other envelope, and sealed as well. The instructions will not be returned. Furthermore, Germans abroad who live in countries with an unreliable postal system can hand over their completed voting documents at the nearest embassy. This then forwards the envelopes with diplomatic mail to Germany free of charge for the voter, where they also are forwarded to the election offices by means of an official exchange of records. The red envelope can also be shipped in a neutral envelope. So which problems show up here in this particular case? This particular federal election became necessary because the governmental coalition broke up. Consequently, the parliament was disbanded by the federal president on 2024, December 27th. In the event of a dissolution of the Bundestag, the parliament, new elections shall take place within 60 days. The election date was set for 2025, February 23rd. So I ordered the election documents on 2025, January 21st online and received the feedback that the documents will not be sent out before 2025, February 3rd, as the printing process will take time. Finally, the voting documents arrived in my mailbox in Taiwan on 2025, March 12th, well after the voting date, and to actually vote, the voting paper would have then to be mailed back to Germany. Unfortunately, there are no processing timestamps on the envelope that would allow to get an idea why the shipment took so long. There are daily direct flights between Germany and Taiwan, and assumed the documents were shipped by the authorities really on February 3rd from Germany, then still 20 days are not enough time for sending a letter from Germany to Taiwan and back to Germany. Thanks for your patience and for watching this video until the end.
Bye bye.